I'm always interested in businesses that will outlive us. You understand? Businesses that will go a long way. Yes, I know that nothing lasts for life, but at least the one that is going to we are going to be getting ourselves involved in, let it be something that will at least last for a long while. You understand? So on that note, I'm going to be jumping straight into the presentation proper. So before I do that, just quickly help me in the chat box if you can hear me very well. I want to trust God that my network is not going to disappoint tonight. Can you just type a 1 in the chat box? Just 1. I just need 1 in the chat box. If you can hear me very well, loud and clear, thank you so much, Mr. Haida. All right, brilliant. Thank you so much for that feedback. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right away tonight. I'm going to be doing both presentation from the slide and also practically also to from the blockchain. This opportunity, first of all, is an opportunity that is blockchain related. It's an opportunity that is crypto related. And if you are new here, possibly maybe this is your first time, or let me say maybe you are a little bit just 1 month or 2 months into crypto. Maybe some of the major things you've heard about crypto is the bad side of it. I want you to just remove those bias of your mind tonight and try and see how you can actually leverage on this to now move yourself from that space, from that sphere, from that cycle, or let me say from that circle of people who have lost in the past to crypto opportunity, and now start putting up into opportunities that are here to stay, and most importantly, opportunity that's going to change your finances this year, 2025, 2026, and even way beyond. You understand? And that's exactly what we are going to be looking at tonight. My name is Yinka. Like you all know, I'm a digital marketer. I'm an onlinepreneur. I'm a wealth coach. I've been in this network marketing space for over 20 years now. I don't want to read plenty of my let me say, is it my autograph or biology or what do they used to call it, or autobiography? Don't let me spend much time on that, because I want to believe that at least with time, all of us will get used to ourselves and you get to know even more of me. You understand? So our opportunity right here tonight is called Smart. And Smart is actually the brand name, is the project name, is the company name that actually created this brilliant, wonderful boat, which is called the Mev Bot. And basically what this boat has been created to do is to help us trade smarter and not harder. So you're going to be seeing us talk more about, or let me say, use lines related to, okay, this is going to help you make money in a smart way. It's not going to stress you. It's not going to give you the tension. You are going to comfortably sleep with all your 2 eyes closed. You wake up in the morning, you are seeing money in your account and stuff like that. This is exactly what Smart as a brand name, Smart as a project, Smart as a company has come to help every one of us do. You understand? So what they've been able to create is this brilliant, wonderful boat that is called the Mevbot. You understand? And of course, the word Mev, M-E-V, Mev, M-E-V is actually, the full meaning of that is maximal extractable value. Some other persons call it minus extractable value. I like keeping my presentations so simple, so I'm not going to be boring you with all those plenty blockchain and cryptocurrency terminologies that might want to get you scared. You understand? So I'm going to keep it simple so that you can quickly get to understand exactly what this boat has come to help us do. First of all, the word boat, robot, robotics, AI is just simply a way of automating a process. You understand? That basically means that there is a strategy in view that possibly somebody has tested over time, possibly somebody has, worked on it over time manually and has been able to see that, yes, this particular strategy, especially once it has to do with trading crypto, is working and making a lot of sense. You understand? The creator of this particular platform, or let me say, the creator of this boat is Mr. Prakash Mehra, is an Indian Chinese. He's actually based there in Taiwan. He actually spent a lot of the time right there in China to develop and build himself educationally. He's well versed in terms of blockchain and crypto. And I believe one of these days we are going to be getting him up to attend one of our sessions. You understand? So this guy has been in this space for a while. And the most critical part of his life he has been, especially in his crypto blockchain life, he has been looking at a way of automating a very powerful strategy in the memes coin trading space. And God helping him this year. So this year, May, was able to come out with this powerful boat that solely and mainly and only trades meme coins. In cryptocurrencies, we have different kind of tokens, different kind of coins. Or for those that are new, when we talk about cryptocurrencies, we are just referring to digital assets or digital currencies that you can use to carry out transactions online. You understand? I know you would have heard of possibly Bitcoin. If you are not out of Bitcoin, you will have heard of Binance. Binance also has a coin which is called BNB. You understand? Basically, such coins or crypto are basically meant for us to be able to use them to carry out our financial transactions. And these transactions are borderless. They don't have any limits that the conventional cryptos or currencies or like our Naira, like our CDs. That, for example, now if you want to send CDs or Naira now to me now in Nigeria, Ghana is Nigeria now wants to send CDs to me right here in Nigeria. It might go to some bottleneck in terms of you need to go to the bank, get some Swift code, get a domiciliary account before start doing all those transactions. But in crypto, all those bottlenecks are completely removed. So that's why a lot of us are paying serious and close attention to the development and evolution of what is happening in the crypto space. And one of these powerful technology that's come to change the game for us in this cryptocurrency space is the advent of this smart Mevbot. You understand? So MEV, maximum extractable value, is exactly what this bot helps us to get from the meme coins trading space. You understand? So the major purpose of this particular bot is to help us, jump straight back to the first part. Yeah. So the major purpose of this bot is to help us make profits by simply carrying out this process in the meme coin trading space. It extracts profit by reordering, inserting, and sandwiching transactions in a blockchain before they are confirmed. It also helps us to capture profit opportunities in real time before other traders can act. All this grammar is a little bit still big. So let's get straight into the strategy itself. I like dwelling more on this because this is what you need to know. Because if somebody is telling you an opportunity is this, is going to be giving you social percentage every day, it's going to be giving 2%, 5%, 4%. One of the most critical questions that a lot of people shy away from is you need to ask the person, how is this 4% going to be coming out? How is that particular strategy going to be giving you maybe the 1%, 2%? Yes, I know a lot of us are not that always caring about that because, once you get online, you just feel, okay, money is falling from somewhere and you just need to put in your wallet address and to jump into you. But sincerely, over time, I've come to understand that we need to start retraining on learning ourselves about how this online space actually should work in the real terms of it. So that's why tonight I want you to open up your mind and understand this in a very, very simple form. I'm going to be sharing this with you. You understand? So this bot actually is working with this 5-step coded strategy to generate profit for every one of us automatically without any input on your part. I go over it again. This bot works with this 5-step strategy to make profit for you every single day without any stress on you. You don't have to be the one to sit down on the system like I'm doing tonight. You don't have to be the one doing all the analysis yourself. In fact, you might not even know anything about candlestick pattern. You might not know anything about support and resistance. You don't even need to know anything about indicators. All you just need to do is to understand the strategy after I've explained it, plug in your funds into it, and the bot goes to work for you. That's why we said all you just need to do is to get this bot, activate it, deposit your funds, and the bot will start trading for you 24/7, generating real-time profit for you. So the strategy this bot works with is just this 5 steps. Number one is that first of all, like I said, it trades the meme coins. And the meme coins is trading our meme coins on Solana blockchain and also on BSC blockchain. When we talk about blockchain is just like a foundation on which cryptos are built on. I talked about crypto earlier, that they are digital asset, they are digital currency that we use to transact financially within ourselves. You understand? So cryptos actually live on the blockchain. Before cryptos can exist, there must be a blockchain. The blockchain is the foundation on which the crypto actually is developed on. No matter how big or how small that crypto or that coin is, whatever, whether it's token you call it, it must reside on a foundation which is called a blockchain. You understand? So every single one of these meme coins is also crypto. Every single one of these coins that you're seeing right here They actually built on any one of these blockchain. This means any one of these foundation, the Ethereum, the Base, the BSC, the Tron blockchain. You understand? So right here in front of me, we are going to be doing some. I'm going to be going through some things now. Okay. Right here, you can see this is CNT, and this particular coin was just listed 7 seconds ago. Within the next 5 seconds, we are going to see how this is going to. Okay, I've not even said finish my explanation. You can see CNT is already going down. What this means is that this meme coins trading space, or let me say this meme coins market, is a market that is so fluid, it's a market that is so liquid, and it involves a high level of precision on your part if you must make money from it trading yourself manually. I've had people ask me that, okay, at this meme coin that this bot is trading, can't we do it ourselves? The simple answer to it is that yes, you can trade meme coins on any of these decentralized exchanges, like maybe this GMGN, a DEX screener, a pancake swap. You can do the trading manually yourself. But the downside of it is that you must have two major things in view in order for you to be able to make profit from trading meme coins. Number one is that you must be very, very fast. And number two is that you must know when coin or that token is going to be listed on any decentralized exchange. Yes, we have very different kinds of different Telegram groups where we have some kind of insider information on, okay, when a particular token, the meme coin is going to be listed. In fact, they go as far as telling you the time, they go as far as giving you the contract address ahead of when that particular token is going to be listed on the decentralized exchange. But even with all those information at the tip of your finger, if your internet is not fast, if your internet is not good, you might still end up losing your money, because this meme coin trading space is a game of fast, or let me say, fastest fingers first. Let's look at something now. This is a coin that was just released a few seconds ago. Let's look at it. This token was listed at 0.0566823. Right? So those that bought it at this point now, by this time now, they'll be doing what we call cashing out. That means they will start taking out profits. In the next 5 seconds, or let me say in the next 1 or 2 minutes, you will see how this price, this particular coin that pumped up to this place, is going to dump just within some seconds. So that means for those that are lucky enough to have bought it at this point, they will have been heavy profits. Some persons now, especially for those coming from this part of the world in Africa, some of us will now be buying at this stage. And at this stage now is when those that bought at this stage now are taking their profits. You understand? So because of this deficiency in, let's say, because of this lags in our internet, it might not make sense for you to say you want to do this thing manually yourself. That's exactly where our bot, this super bot called Mevbot, has come to help us to leverage on this power of speed, the internet speed, the timing to be able to make good profit for us every day. And how does it do it? It just follows these simple 5 steps. This is not a bot that holds coins. It doesn't come to GMGN and, for example, buy maybe this particular we just tap or we just ape coin and just hold it for a long time. No. This is what it does basically does. Number one is that it goes to GMGN, which is the decentralized exchange this bot is connected with. Every day, 24/7 around the clock, we first of all checks GMGN to know, okay, which particular meme coin is going to be released, what time. Once he has been able to check it, he then jumps into step 2 and begins to look at the mempool. The mempool in memcoins simply means it's just like the direct thing that we have in centralized exchange, which is the order book. You understand? So what that mempool means is that it wants to check how many people are interested in buying that coin. How many people will be buying that coin? And you can actually spot that directly from the mempool. You understand? So as soon as it's able to spot that, okay, there are a lot of persons who wants to buy that coin. What the bot is going to do is that it's going to quickly jump into the step 3. We'll just go ahead and buy that coin before anybody and everybody start buying it. As soon as he does it, of course, all these other people wants to buy will start buying. And what happens is that the price of that token will jump up. And once it jumps up, the bot will instantly sell off and take its profits. You understand? So we just walk through these 5 steps every minute, every second, every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes, making sure that nobody's phone is stuck in between. make sure it buys before the big orders comes in. And of course, once those big whales start buying, the price jumps up and instantly it closes out the other end by selling it and securing the profit. Let me not just end there. Let's look at it more practically from our back office directly from the boats. Yeah. So once you get the boats, you are going to have your back office like this. Here, you'll be able to first of all look at, okay, you can even view the average profit that this boat has been making for the last 30 days, for the last 15 days, for the last 7 days. You can view the average profit that it's been making. But aside that, another section right here in your boat helps you to see every one of these trades real time directly as it's happening on the blockchain, and of course as it's happening on GMGN. So let's look at it. Let's look at one or two trades together practically. Sorry, hope I'm not taking too much of your time. I just need every one of us to understand that what we're having here is, my God, is a life-changing opportunity. Sincerely, once you grab this, you will run with it like with as if your whole life depends on it. And of course, that's why you see some of us, Mr. Jerry, Mr. I myself, we are always every day excited to introduce this to anybody we come across, because we have everything to prove and to show you that yes, this boat actually works. And most importantly, that this boat actually makes profit. So let's look at some trades. So once you get the boat, you can always come to this section. Once you click on the MEV, you check any of these, either the trades on Solana blockchain or the trades on BSC. So for tonight, let's just look at the ones on Solana blockchain. So here is the last trade that took place that this bot actually bought. Or let me say the last coin that this bot actually bought some 3 minutes ago. I'm going to first of all, okay, that's even changed. Okay, let's look at this last one. This one happened just a minute ago. Sol Casino. If I go to GMGN and I just paste Sol Casino, let's see how long this particular coin has happened. Or let me see transactions on this. Okay, this is the Sol Casino. But for me to be sure, because you can see that there are a lot of other Sol Casino right here. You understand? For me to be very sure of which of these Sol Casino is bought, I can access it directly on the blockchain. All I would just need to do is to click here, and it takes me straight to the Solana blockchain where I can view this trade in real time. Like I will always tell people, if there's anything that will lie for you, it is not blockchain. Blockchain does not lie. If somebody is telling you sending money to you, you don't even need to start asking the person. As long as you send the address to the person, and the person tells you that yes, he has sent the money, you just go to the Explorer, just go to the blockchain network of that particular coin that you've sent or you are expecting. You understand? Whatever transaction, if it's sent, you will see it. If it's not sent, you also see it. I don't want to bore you with plenty story, because I've had some very funny experiences of people telling, they said they sent coin to me, I didn't see it and stuff like that. Nah, that doesn't happen on the blockchain. Blockchain does not lie. If it's bought, you will see it. If it's sold, you will see it. If it's not sent, you will see it. If it's sent, you will also see it. So this is the transaction about what Sol Casino. Yes. So I just want us to see directly from the blockchain. So this is the transaction. And of course, this is the signage. I'm going to copy this address and I'm going to come straight right here to GMGN, because that is where all these are being bought. I'm going to place that address and it's going to load for me the exact Sol Casino. So let's track it. Let's look at the transaction, what profit it's able to make, you understand, and how everything is going directly on this contract. You understand? So let's look at it. All right, so look at this transaction. So currently it's running this trade, and you can see it's Sol Casino. You understand? It's been buying, it's been selling, it's been buying, it's been selling it, and you'll be able to see all this transaction. This happened 4 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, and stuff like that. So this transaction is still ongoing. By the time it finishes up the other part of the transaction, this will come back to being profit. But this is just a recent transaction. Let's look at another one. Let's look at this GB. This one happened like 6 minutes ago. Let's look at it. This will still eventually come back to profit, but I just want us to look at some other ones. You understand? So this is how you track every single one of these trades, because some person have been asked, are you sure this bot is actually trading? Hope it's not all these simulated trades that we have in the back end. Some things are happening on another end. No, every single one of these trades, you can verify them directly from the blockchain. So let's just quickly look at one other one. All right, so let me just check this. I'll copy this address. I'll come back here again. I'll get to this place, this section, and I'm going to paste that contract address there. Okay, I think it has automatically pasted it since I copied it. So let's check. Let's look at how many of these transactions has been going on just on this alone. So you can see by the time I refresh this again, you see that it might have started taking profits and started making profit directly from here. You understand? So you see it also too. You can load every single one of them. You can verify every single one of all these trades. So let's just keep refreshing. So let's check this one now. That's happened like some few minutes before that Soul Casino. Let it load. Let it load. Sorry about the internet. It's our internet speed, but don't worry. It's going to okay. Look at this now. This has actually given a profit of 2.12%. And this trade happened when? Look at it. It bought this Ghibli, bought it 1244, took profit, sold it at 1247. So you see the margin, the profit margin, very, very small. Why? Because it's not holding and it doesn't want to expose anyone's capital to the pressures of saying I'm holding that coin for a very long time to come. No, very, very small margin. But because it can do these transactions multiple times in a day, it keeps taking the profit and keeps making the profit. Let's even look at the Source Casino I talked about there. I think it's also a little bit also to that's okay. No, it ended up in a loss. Of course, it's still going to possibly go around again and do that. So it keeps doing this transaction as it's making some little loss, but overall, you discover that it would always end up at the end of the day in profit for us. The profit might not be something mega, but on average, it keeps making at least on average 1% in a day for us. Some days you see it make as low as 0.44%, some day as low as 0.48%. I think yesterday did like 0.53%. And some days like today, it could do 1.2%. Some days it could do as high as 1.66%. Some days as high as 1.65%, and on like that. You understand? So it keeps doing that repeatedly, round and round and round like that, to keep making us profit on a daily basis. So what's the difference between, or what makes Mevbot stand out from every other bot? Number one is that Mevbot never loses. Have you? I don't know if you heard me very well. This bot never loses. The worst that can happen is what I just showed you here. You understand? We can have less a day in which the profit will not be that big. It will be small. You understand? That means maybe the transactions were not like, for example, now I was showing you we are having like a loss here. You understand? Now, but look at here now. This side is actually already showing profits, but this side is still possibly in loss. You understand? By the time it matches it all, everything, by the time it matches up, matches all the profit and the loss together in a day, eventually it's going to be having up, ending up in profits. You understand? So even make it small, much relatable. You can even verify all this trade directly from the smart contract. This bot actually trades from multiple different contracts, not just one. This one I'm showing here is just one of it. You understand? This, when I checked it this morning, it was having like 126 BNB. Now it's 151. So it has made like a profit of over 20 BNB just within early morning till now. You understand? And you see the balance there. It doesn't trade with a maximum 10% because it's working with a very, very strict money management. That for no reason would they both go to the market and come back and tell us it has lost our money. That will never happen here. You understand? So for the past over 4 months, it's been meticulously and carefully trading gingerly, carefully, gently, this way, one after the other, per minute, every 5 minutes, every 1 minute, 24/7 to keep making us this profit. So it never loses. And of course, you earn from blockchain efficiencies. It's fully automated. You don't have to do anything. Your own is to just get the bot, once you buy the bot, put in your capital, and it goes to work for you. And it generates stable income 24/7. Other bots, we all know how it works now. Of course, I know majority of us here would have used different other bots like that. That okay, it worked initially for the first 1 month, the second month, is stories. You understand? So this bot goes in and out to continuously generate this profit for us. So let me just quickly wrap up my session before my Oga will come up, because another part that is going to be sharing with us is super mind-blowing, the community reward. But let me just quickly stop here. So for you to get started with the boat, you need to buy the boat. The cost of the boat is $50 one time. This is not a monthly subscription boat. It's not an annual subscription boat. You buy it once and that is all. You understand? Once you buy the boat once with $50, that is all. The only thing you now need to do is to feed the boat with your capital. It's just like you just bought a brand new car. For the car to move from your car park, or let me say the car lot where you bought it, to your house, you need to buy, petrol or diesel or fuel for it. You understand? So you've gotten the boat, it is yours for life. You understand? You now need to feed the boat with your capital so that the boat can now start having something to trade with to generate a profit for you. You understand? So if you now want to do that, you need to decide on how many days you want the boat to trade your capital for you. Is it for 1 day you want it? Is it for 7 days you want it? Is it for 30 days? Is it for 100 days? You can now make your decision based on your investment, or let me say your capital at your own disposal. You understand? So the minimum capital you can start trading with is $20. I actually don't advise $20, but of course it's a good test. If you want to test the boat, yes, you can start with that, because to me, paying $50 to put $20 is not a good business sense. You understand? But of course, you can just start from there and start scaling up your investment, or let me say, start scaling up your capital, increasing your capital to make more profit for yourself. You understand? So on a 1 day contract, the minimum is $20, the maximum is 100. For a 7 days contract, it's $20 minimum, maximum is 300. For a 30 days, the minimum is 100 and the maximum is 1,000. And for the 100 days, the minimum is 100 and there's no maximum. You understand? But before I end up, you will see something right here in the middle, which is called what? The profit sharing. Don't forget, I said that this boat is a one-time lifetime payment. So that means you will not need to do any monthly renewal. You will not need to do any annual renewal. You will not need to do maybe every 5 years. One-time lifetime purchase. So where is Smart now going to make money for themselves? Where Smart actually now makes the bulk of the money for themselves is from this profit sharing model. And of course, part of it also goes to leaders, team builders, network marketing professionals, people who want to take this as a job. Yes, because some of us are already taking it as our job, like our whole life depends on it. You understand? So for the profit sharing part of it, every day that the boat makes profit for you, some part of your profit goes to this profit sharing. You understand? So let's look at it more practically. Let me just quickly wrap up. Where's my calculator? Let me get it down so that we can understand this more practically. So for example, I want to just work this with an example of, let's say, I'm starting up with a $1,000 and okay, yeah. So let me just get the calculator out here. So let's say I want to start off with $1,000 and I want to be on the 100 days contract. What am I going to be making? You understand? Every day. So let's now work with that average of 1% every day. So if I'm having $1,000 in my contract, I make what? An average of 1% every day. Okay, let's even work with today. I think today's profit is how much? Today's profit is, okay, 1.2. Yeah, 1.2% profit was made today. So let's go there. 1.2% profit made today, 1.2. So let's multiply $1,000 by 1.2. So that means anyone who has $1,000 would have made $12 today, right? So out of that $12, if you are on the 100 days plan, there's a profit share of 80-20. So that means 80% of this $12 is now what you are going to get. So let's multiply this by 80, then we divide it by 100. So that means what you are going to be seeing in your available balance is going to be, 80% of the 1.2%. So someone who has a $1,000 now, for example, today, is going to be seeing this part of his earning showing what? $9.6. You understand? So this $9.6, of course, if you are not compounding, you always see it drop in your available balance 24 hours after. You understand? So 9.6 is there. So the remaining, how many now? Minus 12. The remaining $2.4 now goes what? To the profit sharing part of it. This one now is distributed to network marketers from level 1 to the 20th level and stuff like that, which Coach Jerry is going to be talking to us about. So the final thing here you need to know from my own part of the presentation is that you can also make more money if you decide to compound. Compound, like we always say, is like the seventh wonder of the world. You could actually flip $100 to something as huge as $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even as huge as $100,000. Yes, if you know how to work your way around it. On this note, I want to appreciate every one of you for listening to me on this first part of the presentation. I want to believe you got value. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Over to you, Coach Jerry.
Thank you so much, my brother. Please, like I always keep saying, if you feel the connection, the energy, please jump into the chat box right now. Let's show our brother some love. Put some 555 fire emoji in there. And oh, I just love listening to this man. I just love listening to him. Each time I listen to him, I have my own notes here that I make. And what a phenomenal guy. But then, like I keep saying, in our part of the world, in our profession, like he said, what we do is to sell knowledge. A lot of people tell you, forget that one. I can't tell, I can't marketing, I can't talk to a friend about what I am enjoying. But trust me, when you have knowledge like this, it's so easy, makes your work so easy to reach out to a friend and mention to him that, look, this is what is up. And then, of course, as professional networkers and people like our caliber who like to leverage on platforms to build our own businesses. This is exactly one of those platforms you really need. One, a platform that is so transparent, a platform that everything they do is in the public view. They don't go to market, cook a story, come back and tell you, where we have some algorithms that trade and we share profit with you without necessarily sharing profits with you, right? Here, when you are, even when they are in trade, when the trade is not concluded, you are able to see, oh, okay, the bot has actually committed this amount of our money to trade, and this is how it's going. At the end of the day, right from its inception, there has been no that we ended up with a loss. You know about several bots. They come to you in different forms. Oh, for this one, you just need to connect that. You just need to connect this, and it does the job. Then when market is up, you see everywhere catching fire. You see people, really making noise. Then immediately the market takes a nosedive. You see them go quiet. Why? They go quiet because, bro, even though it's a bot, those bots are not trained, to actually, change the style when market changes direction, and then all your capital sinks into something that you don't really even want to open your account to. We know all of them. We can't just mention them. But if you have a bot that only goes into market when it is so sure there's an opportunity for me to take, and the worst case scenario is you receiving lesser, daily returns rather than receiving a loss, definitely you really want to build something on top of that technology, and that is what smart people do. And you see, aside the technology, one of the things that makes some of us love this whole thing is even the name smart. You can't be in a smart community when you are not smart. And then that takes us to another level of how you can leverage. My brother keeps talking about 1% daily. What if 1% daily is not enough for you? What if you want to make 500% daily? What about if you want to make 1000% daily? There is only one way to do that, and that is by building your own business. I'm very careful of my choice of words, but then by building your own business on top of this same technology. How do you do that? That takes me to the next part of the segment where we discuss in detail the community reward incentive. Community reward incentive. And when it comes to these incentives, I keep saying always, one slogan that I keep preaching to all my leaders is the fact that your personal capital is limited. Bro, your capital is limited. How much are you willing to put in? No matter how much you can go as a sole, a sole worker, there is no way you can match up the power of community, contribution. For instance, I can come in with just $10,000, maybe 20,000, maybe or $100,000. I may not go beyond that border. But then, assuming if I can come in with 1,000, and then I can tell a friend or two about what is happening here, they come in with 1,000 each. And then at the end of the day, you realize that team volume is growing. Then your ability to make unlimited income actually also skyrockets. So let me walk you through how it works. Very, very simple. And another thing I also love about this whole plan is it is very flat. It is flat. It is not those kind of compensation plan where, God in his own wisdom has created two legs for you to work with. Abi? But then somebody comes and says, well, we have what we call power leg. And then when your power leg is strong, on that strong leg, you don't earn anything, and then you only earn from your weak leg. And I keep asking one question: why don't they pay on your power leg? If they want to be fair with you, you have two legs. You have two legs. One is so powerful. That should be your strength now. But then they tell you, well, because that is very powerful, you do not earn from that leg. You only earn certain fractions from the weaker leg. And I'm like, oh, what's going on here? What is really going on here? So let's delve right in how to make money with especially extra money on unlimited money that you cannot even wake up to predict. The best way to go about this is, okay, I see a hand up. I don't know if it is a question. Please bear with me. At the end of our presentation, we'll create room for questions and answers. Let me just do 5 minutes justice to what we have here and then come back to the chat room. So now, Smart is saying, now you have verified, you have seen for yourself, the technology is real, the bot is real, the trades are real and verifiable on blockchain. Their liquidity is out there. You can see everything happening there. The system is automated. Withdrawal takes 3 seconds to hit your wallet. And at the end of each trade, profit split is handled by smart contracts and everything on its own. No human comes in there to do anything. The owner may be asleep as we speak, but the bot is at work. Same is the liquidity pool. Live. You can just click withdraw now, you get it. It is working for you, giving you at least 1% daily. When the stuff is good now, you can't just stop talking about it. You visit restaurants, you visit hotels, they treat you so well. You call a friend and say, hey, my brother Yinka, when you get to Lagos, there's this hotel here. The people are so nice. Tomorrow, when I get to Lagos, my best choice will be what my friend has talked about. Little do you know that my friend Yinka has actually made what we call marketing connection or made sales for this hotel from which they keep all. But when it comes to our space, Smart is saying this same thing you have been doing every day. Do same with your friends. Tell them about this community. Tell them about the opportunity here. Let them come and make their own money. Guess what? As they make their money, you earn extra rewards. How does it work? They say that, look, from your first level simply means the people you directly refer. Let's say I saw this opportunity. I called my friend Yinka. I said, look, bro, please, now let's jump on this. He agreed to sign up with my own link. He becomes my level 1. Immediately, he puts in at least $100. That opens my ability to earn on all my level 1 referrals. How much do I earn from them? When they trade, the bot trades for them at the end of the day. Whatever profit they make, 10% of that profit is used to reward me. So that one single activity I did is going to pay me every day, endlessly, each time the bot completes trade, and then profit is secure for the day. Like for instance, the 1.2 that we have today, do you know what that means? Team builders are already dreaming about waking up tomorrow to something, at least $200, $300. But tonight, I'm going to show you how you can easily make $500 stress-free just by building a very simple structure. And it is so guaranteed that as soon as we hit at least 1%, your $500 community reward is secured, and that can take you far indeed. So from your downlines, your immediate downlines earnings, you earn 10% of their daily earnings. Then from your 2 level all the way to level 20, all their trades, all the profit they make in here, you are entitled to 5%. No weak leg, no strong leg, no balancing of leg. Oh, God has already balanced your leg. In his own wisdom, he knows how to create that balance. Nobody forces you to create a certain third leg. I've never seen a human being work with 3 legs. How come when it comes to business, they always want 3 legs, 4 legs, 5 legs? Now, come on. So you only need a unilateral thing, and then it keeps going. It doesn't matter if it is only one direct referral you have. When that one grows, bring somebody, and you have the volume to actually hit that. Whatever they earn comes to you. No balancing of leg. Your leg is already balanced, my dear. So to earn on your level 2 simply means that when your personal volume here, Let's say after bringing Yinka, you go on to bring another friend who puts in, let's say, $500. You bring in another friend who puts in 100, all adds up. When it reaches $200, that automatically unlocks your level 2 for you, right? When it reaches $300, that unlocks your level 3. So what it means is that with just a little of 2,000 personal volume under you, it opens up all your structure all the way to level 20, and that is how the commission will start flooding your wallet. You wake up every morning. There are times you wake up and you don't see the figure well. You see the figure, you ask yourself, share $4 or it is $40? Oh, actually it's $140. That is the kind of mornings you want to wake up to. But by doing what? Simply creating a business on top of a technology that is about to blow up. You remember when we started three months ago, I think, at 70 days ago, I stood in the front of the entire community and I warned that what is about to grow up here, a lot of people are yet to see it. And even to date, a lot of people still don't know. Sometimes it saddens my heart that such a huge technology, we are just less than 100,000. When we have billions of people out there, they want to trade on their own. They go to the market, they waste their money, they burn their money, they come back home and they feel like, well, it's normal. You win some, you lose some. But then at the end of the day, you do your checks and balance, you realize that your losses are more than your wins. Then what are you really doing to yourself? Why not leverage on opportunities, platforms, smart codes like this to do for you? So that allows you to earn all the way through to your 20th level, and it doesn't matter who brought what. Once they fall in that structure, when they earn, you earn. Now, I'd like to show you that simple structure I talked about, how you can wake up every day to at least $500 in your account, coming strictly from the passive aspect of community reward. Mind you, let me be clear. You are not required to bring in person before you earn your daily trade. You are not required to refer anyone before the bot picks your capital to trade with it. You don't need all that. If you really want to just sit at your corner and enjoy your 1% effortlessly, we got you covered. But if you are the type who loves to build your own businesses, just like some of us, you may really want to build your structure which belongs to you on this platform. So let's assume this whole world that you have come, all the people you have, all the people you can convince, the total number of people you ever know in this world are only 2. Right? And you decide that, okay, when I gave you this opportunity in analyzing, you decided to do just $1,000. Put $1,000 there and test the system. Then you saw that results are good. You are making at least $10 daily. And if you choose to compound, oh my goodness, it gets to a point you start making $30, $40, $50 daily from your $1,000. You saw that it is good, you can access your money unrestricted. So you told these 2 friends and asked them to also do exactly what you did. So basically, you came in with 1,000 and then you referred to. So they also decided to emulate you. Congratulations, you are a leader. Why? Because you've been able to influence somebody to do as you did, coming in, registering, coming in with $1,000 and getting 2 friends. Now, if all your friends decide that it is only two friends they want to bring, mind you, this structure only ends at level 10. I have not stretched it to level 20. Guess what? Only up to level 10. That is your level 1 brings it to all the way down here, up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 level or so. This alone, at the end of the day, gives you, assuming we make just 1% daily like we did today. Today we made 1.2%. So if you have this structure, it means that even this that I'm quoting, I'm being too generous with a figure. So if it is just 1% we make, and you are entitled to, like on your first level, you're entitled to your 10% rewards, and then from level 2 to all the way to the level 5, you earn your 555% reward, assuming they all came in with 1,000. You realize that you wake up tomorrow morning and already you have $522 sitting in your account. Now, how much could you have earned with your own personal 1,000? That would have been just $10, $20 at the end of the day. right? In as much as that is good, you want to live big, you want to dream big and go for it. So once this structure is beginning to escalate, in fact, when it start growing, it catches fire, and you wake up every day asking, how did we get here? It is just by starting sharing this opportunity with at least a friend or two, and then instructing them to do. So now I ask you a question. If we are using two, and then two, and we're already talking about over $500, how about people who are going all out, blowing it up with 5, 10, 20, 30, and I have somebody in my structure having 61 friends. Assuming all these 61 friends decide to do what he's doing, are also recruiting others, imagine the figures that it will build up to. And this is the phenomenal opportunity you have to better your finances. Guys, trust me, in a space like this, it is so hard, it's so rare to see opportunities like this. And when you see them, the best you can do to yourself is to tell your friend. You are not desperate for your friend's funds, but you may want to bring him in, because trust me, if you don't, somebody else will add him to your group, and you'll be part of those who end up saying, Oga, welcome. Oh, I didn't know you were interested. Now, I would have told you long ago. I have been a mouthpiece saying that always, and it is happening to me. I wake up every day, see my contacts being added to my group, and when I reach out to them, they'll tell you, you found an update you never shared. Now you think me too, I no like money. So that your Oga landlord always on your neck, trying to press you down, demanding, bills knock at your door every morning you wake up, and they don't care whether you say yes to this opportunity or not. If you dump it, you take it, whatever you do, tomorrow morning you wake up to bills, and you must pay them. And when they come, they don't take excuses. Do yourself good. Grab some of these opportunities, add it to your side gig. You are already employed, you do 9 to 5, that's okay, you are doing well. How about adding additional source of income to what you have in a bid to fight what we call the common enemy? So this is a very simple, straightforward, but very, very, very powerful ways of generating money. Two, let me refer my two, bring your two, let's go, and we go on and on and on and on. At the end of the day, it provides you the opportunity to earn the dream earnings that you want. Now, one more thing I would like to touch on before we go is the fact that the platform is even not complete. As we speak, recently I had a chance to speak to some of these guys, the top guys, the owners of the platform, and I can feel this enthusiasm about what is coming up when the next chain is added, talking about Arbitrum. It started earlier on Solana chain alone, where we were doing 0.6%, like my brother said. Later, BSC was added, the Binance Smart Chain was added. Now we see what we are seeing, like in today, getting 1.2% daily. And you may take 1.2% daily until when you wake up to a negative 1.2 on your account, then you know, it really helps. Then we are now looking for more expansion with the Arbitrum chain coming up in real time. And if we were doing 0.6 with addition of one more, we are now doing 1.6, 1.7 daily. Imagine when other chains are added, you can now imagine where we are heading. And then later, when the advanced automation is launched, where we are talking about the atomic arbitrage bot, and then the background liquidation bot is launched, then you know that, look, the whole package will now be complete. So you may be listening to me on this call, still wondering whether this is what you really want to do. You may not understand everything today, but reach out to whoever shared this link with you. First of all, thank them, say thank you so much for bringing this to my notice. Even if you are not interested, don't leave our groups yet. Keep your fingers crossed. Make sure you follow the projects back to back. Be part of the history, either as bench warmer or as a spectator, or history is history now. Whether you are the one achieving it or there's somebody recording it, you can be part of those who witness this happening. And I'm sure along the way, Even your own self will not forgive you if you don't jump on board. On that note, we want to keep it very simple and very, very short. Before we come back to the chat, let me also take the opportunity to announce that, look, Ghana, we have decided that we want to go all out. Team Ghana is going all out this Sunday at the University of Ghana, the center of the youth. If you want to target the youth, people who really need some of these things are actually the youth. If you want to talk to them, the center of excellence, the only place you can talk about when Ghana is concerned is the premier university of the nation, University of Ghana. It is going to be celebration of excellence, and you really don't want to miss it. Let me share one story with you. When you send prospects to events like this, last Sunday, we were at the western part of Ghana. I visited one of my leaders, Leader Focus, who is on this call. I visited his meet and greet. And on that program, I realized that all the people invited sign up immediately. Why? Because they could relate to what you are saying. They could see the enthusiastic community behind Smart. They can actually see the real us, in live in action. And what it does is that it boosted their morale. They joined the family, all of them activated. So you have a client, you have a prospect who is finding it so difficult to come to Zoom to listen to you. Thankfully, in Ghana, Monday is supposed to be holiday because it's our Founders Day on Sunday, which will be shifted to Monday. So the weekend is available for blowing. Invite them up. Let's expose this opportunity to them. Let's make fun. Let's make merry. Let's show them the power of what we are enjoying. And at the end of the day, let's network. You want to see Jerry, you want to see Leader Focus, you want to see all the Leader Augustus, come to the event, and you know how we do it. Even if on call, we do a lot of giveaway. You don't want to miss Sunday. We want you to grow with us. We want to see your team blow up. We want to see you waking up to making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Don't shout, hey, it is possible. And some of us are already on that tangent. We are on the move. Very soon you start seeing screenshots that will make you shout. But why shout when you can be part of those singing the hallelujah? On that note, thank you so much for listening to us. I want to pause here and come back to the chat so we can take few questions, and I will be so glad to answer them for you. So thank you so much. So on this note, Godfred, good evening to you. You are first to raise your hand. I think I'm going to allow you to ask your question, and then please unmute yourself and let's take your question. Good evening to you.
Okay. Thank you for the presentation, Mr. Jerry and Mr. Yinka. Please, I have just one question, and both of you mentioned that particular thing. You mentioned about compounding. Yinka also did. I want to know what is the minimum amount that one can compound.
Thank you. So we have 4 different contracts. We have the 1-day contract, like my friend Yinka said, and we also have the 7 days. 1 day and 7 days contract do not allow you to compound. So it is 30 days and 100 days contract that allows you, which basically means that with $100, once you put on the contract, you can put auto compounding. And even if it is 10 cents that comes to your account, the bot will add it to the capital automatically the next day and put it to work for you. So the minimum to do that is $100.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Prince, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. May we have your question, please?
Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful presentation.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, my question is, I have one of my downliner who have been attending the webinar, and they have been hearing that once you bring a downliner under you that register and activate his or her account with minimum of $100, that the person will start benefiting the community rewards.
Yes.
But he has not yet, he has not yet funded his own wallet, but it have been activated, but he has not funded. That means the bots have not started trading for him, but he has brought somebody
Oh, sorry. It looks like Prince, please, we lost your last
I don't know. Am I
but I think yes, I think
okay?
I got your
Am I still
question.
audible?
Yes, you are. You are now. At a point, we lost you
Am I still
momentarily.
audible, please?
Yes, you are.
Okay, like I said, he has already activated the bot, but he has
But
not
hasn't
funded
funded.
the account. The bot have not started trading for him, but
Mm,
he was able to bring someone that have activated the bot, and the person has also funded with I think $110 as he said, but he
okay.
has not yet started getting the
Any,
community reward, and they saying that it's more than 1 week now. We have not
okay.
started earning the community reward. So I want to know, is it that because he has not yet funded his own wallet, but the bot as in he has activated his account. You understand?
Okay.
But he has
Okay.
not yet funded his wallet. Is it the reason why we have not yet started getting the community reward? Because
Y-
I believe
Yes,
that
I want
minimum of
to.
$100 should activate level 1.
Yes, yes. To be able to start earning yourself, you
I don't
need
know
at
whether you
least.
got my question right.
I do. Thank you so much for that question. To be able to start earning, the business structure requires that you should have at least one contract running at each point in time. Before now, the system required that personally you should have $100 contract before you can earn on level 1 before it was changed. But then even now that it has been changed, you yourself at least you should be part of the people in the system. For me, even if I want to join you on projects like this and I realize you've not put in money, you can't show me proof of your earnings that you are earning. I don't think I want to join you on that. So let's advise him to try and put something to activate something, even if just $100, leave it there for the sake of his community reward before the community start blowing and growing up, and then you wake up regretting. So I think that should be the reason why. Thank you so much, my brother. Let's come to Bakin to, I hope I got the name right. Good evening to you. Please unmute yourself and let's take your question.
Yeah, thank you. First, I want to thank you for the good presentation.
Thank you,
Mr.
sir.
Bakinto from Kenya.
Oh,
I've been following up on the Mevbot, and I think my upline is from Ghana. So I wanted to know, because in the investment contracts there is a
yes.
there is a place I read. They say that if you breach the contract, let's say you have a problem and you have decided that you are withdrawing your money, they have
Yes.
not specifically say. They say that the rule of law will prevail, but
Okay, so let me explain that.
they have not been very clear what percentage do you stand to lose. That's number one question.
Thank you.
Maybe you answer that and then I ask the next one, please, if you don't mind.
Oh, okay, thank you so much for joining us live from Kenya. Now, the rule is very simple. Let's say you walk to a shop and you said, I want to buy this asset and go and sell. Then you put money on the desk or on the counter. Just when they are about counting the goods for you, you said, no, I've changed my mind. I don't want to buy this again. The rule is very simple. You take your money and you walk away. The trader also keeps his or her goods, so nobody loses. So the smart contract requires that if you take a contract, let's say 30 days contract, then at the end of the day, after one day, you decide that, well, I wish to have I just want to end the contract. They say once you have been bought, you have been sold, it is not sold. So you take your capital, you lose whatever commission or interest that you have earned day one. Since you are no longer interested in the 30 days contract, just take your capital quietly and then go your way. And then we also keep our own profits for ourselves. So you lose whatever profit that has been accumulated on your account at the point of you quitting the contract, but your principal returns to you intact.
Thank you. Maybe another question is, we move, as somebody has taken a contract, maybe I took a contract of 100 days, $1,000. So let's assume in between somebody wants to add on the same contract. Is it possible for somebody to add money in the same contract? That's number one. And then another thing I'll request that you keep on doing, there is a the first presenter, I think it was you. You are showing about how you can be able to track the transaction between the Solana network and the
Yes,
Mevbot.
brother.
I think
Ika
that
did
one
that.
yeah, it's a technical lesson which I think you need to keep on showing us. And if possible, you can send this video recording so that people can go through. Because I strongly believe that's the hinge that if we can be able to get it, then you can be able to explain to people to really understand and they know that this one is not a scam. Because
I
we
agree.
have had so many scams on the online businesses, so we need to have a proof to people that this is not a scam by us understanding and then also making them understand. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. You see why I've already connected. I'm already connected because we seem to have similar story. One of the things that made me put my face on Smart is the fact that their claim of trading is verifiable. So I was blessed to be part of the first batch of people who were invited to be part of this community right on the day of launching. But guess what? I didn't join. The reason why is that I needed to take time to verify these trades. And like my brother said, blockchain doesn't lie. when a trade happen, just like he has opened, I should be able to open it here. So I think your first suggestion is a very, very crucial thing. Thankfully, this call is being broadcast live on YouTube. So we have a recorded version, which we will share immediately after the Zoom. And you can go on and check all those things. And each time we come on the call, we also do that. There are days that we even bring the team, the marketing team behind to do live demonstration of how the bot trades. And after trading, they take you through all these steps so you can also verify and prove that, okay, actually this trade happened. And that is the only thing that got me on not because maybe Mr. Prakash is an Indian and he's a Chinese. No. For the fact that what is happening is real on the blockchain. And that is exactly what you need to build your career on. I don't want to be part of any shamble, anything at all that says I'm trading and I just start sharing links. These are the things that got me hooked. And I'm sure it is the same thing that convinced you. And it is the same tool you can also use to invite others. I've taken note of your suggestion. Definitely, we're going to share the link. And then, let me put you in charge of Kenya. Do something big in Kenya. Invite us. And me and Yinka will come and then we'll shake Kenya. You know, he
Yeah.
will come with the Nigeria jollof. I will come with the Ghanaian jollof. Kenyans definitely love Ghanaians. You know, we show them that our jollof is always the best. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you too. I appreciate
Okay,
what you're doing. Thank you very much.
you're welcome, sir. So, my brother and leader from Kenya, we are going all the way to Zambia, and leader. Me black. I said M black. You said no. I guess me black is okay with you. Welcome to you.
That is my leader.
Good to have you in
Okay.
the house, my leader.
Thank you, my leader. Thank you. It's my pleasure. So basically it's not a question.
Okay.
I just want to erase the lies which you answered to that leader who asked about the downline
Not earning.
who hasn't put any trading capital there, but he has someone who's trading, and that direct downline has over $100+ trading capital. So it is a must. In fact, I want to erase those lines which you said, I think that's the reason. No, it's not supposed to be, I think that's, it is a must. You are supposed to have a trading capital for you to access the community reward. There's no way you can recruit someone, then you have not funded, just like you said. If today, Reader Jerry, you recruit me, you yourself, you haven't funded there. Do you expect me to fund? No. I'll wait to see you who fund. That's why I'll say, okay, for him to fund, it means that, yes, it is working. So that's the reason why him is not receiving. So the moment he's going to fund, most likely 100 is okay. You should just find 100 trading capital, and you will see you will start receiving the community reward.
Awesome. But then on another note, I like to celebrate his courage. So this is somebody saying, I don't see this opportunity. Maybe at the moment I'm not prepared, but I'm also not prepared to prevent somebody from coming in. So let me just get him hooked to myself first now, so that I will go and think about how to raise capital. So if you're on that call, you are that person, I celebrate your courage and your boldness, but I also encourage you to try and gather yourself as quickly as possible, and then add some $100 contract so you can start benefiting from your from the result of your work. I celebrate you. Yes, my leader, please go on. Okay.
I think that was the
Okay, thank you so much. So we'll come back to Suleimana. Suleimana, good evening to you. Oh, sorry, Suleiman. Good evening to you. Please unmute your mic. Let's take your question. Then we go to Darlington, and then Priest and Bakintu. I think you still want to come back with a follow-up question. Yes. Suleiman, good evening to you. Unmute your mic and let's have your say. Okay, Suleiman, if you can hear me. Okay, awesome.
Yes, thank you, and then for this presentation.
Thank you, Rudy.
I'm speaking from Ghana. I want to thank Leader Consti for inviting me.
Oh, okay.
I'm following